Good evening, everybody. Good evening. I don't know how good an evening it is. I don't know why on Sunday we get so much information. I want to give people just a minute to come in. And, folks, this is not looking good. This is not looking good at all in any way, shape, or form. I'll be right back. Give us 1 minute. Welcome to our house. Welcome to our house. I don't know how good or bad this is right now with things coming in. I really think this is terrible. I'll be right back. Let's give it about 1 minute, and I'll be right back.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Glad you brought your friends, they can watch it go down. I got mine too, so welcome to my house.
Welcome to our house, folks. Welcome to our house. Welcome to the OTWP. I'm glad you're here tonight. And I wasn't going to come on, but I see so many things that are going on. And me and my brother had a long discussion today. And folks, the whole world is on edge right now. Hello, Elaine. She's a wildflower. Dragonflies. Simon Templar. Hooga Hooga. Good evening. Stepping in it. Everybody, welcome to the chat. Thank you for being here. I think that we are on the edge and brink of disaster. I always try to come with positive, uplifting things, but tonight I don't feel I can do that, and I apologize. There's so many things going on, and one of the articles that I want to share, and I want to show this. So, good evening, Reggie. I want to show this to you. So, if you want to read the whole thing, you're more than welcome to. I want to talk about it because, as we all know, Israel right now, it just came in, is vowing is vowing to get very, very involved at this point, and Israel is vowing to cut off the head of the snake. The head of the snake, folks. Let me see if I can get this to pull up here a minute. There we go. So, we have been on this channel for 2.5 years together, and Israel is vowing to cut off the head of the snake and launch a military attack against Iran if Hezbollah joins the war with Hamas. Me and my brother were just discussing this earlier today, that this is such a dangerous situation. We are living in a time where, folks, one wrong move is going to put this whole world into a major catastrophe. Yes. And yes, right now there is so many things going on. The Chinese are moving military ships. We have the United States moving military ships. We have the UK. We have people. When the word was called on the 13th, we have seen things happen around the world where people have lost their lives. And it seems that it's getting more and more escalated by the day. No one is calling for peace. No one is calling for let's work through this. It's all eyes on Israel. And the thing is Israel has a very, very strong military. I believe that they are going to show force and they are going to do some extreme things that are already occurring. This is the thing, folks. As we see these situations occur, the very bad situation is that we have sent so many munitions all over the world. And here you can see Israel last night vowed to cut off the head of the snake and launch a military attack against Iran if Tehran backed terror group Hezbollah joins the war. In an exclusive interview with the Mail on Sunday, Nur Barkat, Israel Minister of Economy, warned that Iran's Ayatollahs will be wiped off the face of the earth should Hezbollah, their proxy terror group in Lebanon, attack Israel. Folks, this is the situation. As we see more and more of these countries moving their military into and around Israel, the situation is this: one wrong move by any military is going to cause a chain reaction. That is the best way to explain it. It will cause a chain reaction. And when this chain reaction happens, right, Iran is making threats, and I do think, yes, well, and I wouldn't doubt that in any way, shape, or form. But at this point, it doesn't really matter who's behind it. What matters is what's occurring. And how is it going to affect us here in the States? I want to say that it's going to affect each and every one of us in a very drastic, sad way. When I showed it yesterday, or the day before yesterday, I haven't been on yesterday, about 2 days ago, when U.S. cellular phone companies start offering free calls, this is a heads up that you better get in contact with any family, anybody in the military, anybody that's a first responder, and reach out to them and let them know that you love them, that you care about them, even if you've been pissed off for 25 years. Do it, because you may not have another chance. I think that once everything is strategically planned, as I'm going to show you, and I'm going to also go into the maritime because there's so much movement in the maritime right now. Here we go. Let's go to the live map, and thank you, members. Your membership helps pay for this program. This is as of right now. Okay. It is October 23rd in Israel. And as you can see, there is Al Qassam bombed the Israeli air base. We have embassies under attack. We have the number of dead. They rose to 28. I don't know if I did. Did I pull this up? I can't see y'all. Hold on a minute. Let me pull this in. I'm sorry about that. Hello, Bougie and RCX. Let me drop me down, move me around, something here, so you can get a better picture of what's going on. Nope. One more try. Let's try it over here. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, that's a little better. So as you can see there, folks, as everybody's getting strategically placed, and we have a lot of movement right out here to the left of that line. There's a lot of military movement right now. And the thing is there's so many reports coming in right now, all over YouTube, all over social media, as well as the propaganda channels. But this is real live, UA. There was a new bombing that just occurred. We currently have 28 dead after an aircraft bombed 4 homes in Rafah. So this is the situation that's happening right now. There's another bombing next to a Kuwait hospital west of Rafah. And Rafah is a hot spot right now. Also, as you can see right there, there's rockets that are headed for central Israel. Now, right now, it is morning time there, Monday morning. I'm not sure quite the time zone, but it is Monday. It's the next day. It's the 23rd there. Egyptian army is on the border. They have been injured by fragments. We also have several alerts going on around the United States, folks. The United States, we have sheriffs and police departments, and we have reports coming in from all over the country of these walks and protests against Israel, some on Israel's side, some on Palestine's side. The situation is this: we have so many within our own borders that this could cause major situations here. If one person, one government entity makes the wrong move, what will escalate is we are going to have worldwide chaos. Myself and my brother were just talking about this. He said one wrong move and we're in a nuclear situation that could wipe out 60 to 80% of the population in the world. And honestly, after the long talk we had today, I have to agree with them, which is I hate to be the bearer of bad news. But this is the situation around the world and everyone is on edge. How many of you right now are just sitting on eggshells? And I know that several people reached out to me that are actually crying, that are actually so emotionally distraught over this situation that they're just having a meltdown. Hit a 1 if you have somebody in the military or a first responder that you're really, really, truly concerned about. I believe that as all the players get themselves in line over into the area, what will happen, folks, is we are going to have one situation that's going to escalate so bad that all of us will be in harm's way. And I'm glad, we have to keep walking in faith, light, love, and hope no matter what. But I do believe that this is a very dangerous military situation. When we see so many countries sending aid and sending carriers, and we also have US embassies under attack around the world, we should know and feel that this is it's not that we always say it's coming, it's coming. No, it's here. It's here, folks. It's at our doorstep. We are going to see food shortages because there's going to be a chokehold, a bigger chokehold down in the Panama. And that's something to also consider. If you have preps and things that you need to get in line, it's very, very important at this point to not wait, but to really do it. Yeah, yes, I agree with you, Big Tex. I also got a report from one of our dear friends of this channel that is military active. He's very concerned about what's happening. They are moving a lot of military personnel that were in different parts of the world to this dangerous region right now. And there was a report that came in of a lady just a few weeks ago. I mean, Israel is very, very strong military, and we all know this, but a few weeks ago, she was a reporter. Now she is sitting in one of the bulldozers waiting to go through, crushing through the lines. And I believe, yeah, all the straits will close. And Rick, I agree with you 150% on that. And when we see that happening, right, when we see all the straits closing and when they shut off the Panama Canal, that will be the stranglehold on the United States. It will be very, very hard for us to get any type of supplies. And just like the munitions, they keep talking about, well, we'll get munitions, we'll rebuild and restock munitions. Folks, I'm sorry to say this. This country, there's not a whole lot that we manufacture or produce anymore. And when we take that into consideration, this will be devastating to all of us. Definitely get your pew pews, your second in line, and along with that, maybe some tripwire and some other things that could protect your perimeter. I hope that over the years that you have been taking things and actually implementing them into your life. One of our other channel subs who's in the chat right now also reported in that her brother, I believe it's her brother or niece or the husband's niece, something like that, is on military alert. So I would believe with everything that's occurring, right, is that, yeah, yeah, devil dog. And we know that, brother. We know that. I mean, we've had the capabilities for a long, long time to take care of ourselves, but what has happened is we've went across the line and sold out our jobs for lower costs and things of that sort. But what I want to say is that when you see military being moved so much, this is our other warning sign that it's about to plummet into a total chaotic hell. And thank you, Tennessee Patriot. I wasn't sure who you were. I thought that was you, but I wasn't sure, brother. Glad to see you. Glad to see you, Tennessee. Glad to see you, man. Whatever your name is, we know who you are. um, and Simon, you're exactly right on that. Like I said, folks, now is the time to get those preps in order. The OTC medicines, there is 9 pages that will be coming out tomorrow. There is 9 pages of OTCs that have been recalled. Right now, what I can say about this situation is, we can all be on our edge of our seat, but this isn't the time to be on the edge of the seat. This is the time, folks, to put your boots on the ground, put it into not from fourth. We need to get into fifth gear. Any single little thing that you feel you need to get, you need to get it, and you need to get it now. I believe that it's going to take each and every one of us to hold down our country, to protect our country, because they are already. I mean, how many of you in the chat right now know in your heart that we have them within our own borders, and then on top of it, we have the demos wanting to bring in more, and they want to bring them here from Palestine. Um, I believe at this point that all of our borders should be shut off from any single. I don't care what I don't care what ethnic group you're from. I believe our borders should be shut off from the north, the south, the east, the west, that we should restrict air travel into this country, that we should really slow the row of any foreign people coming into this country at this point. We do not have time to vet them. There is a situation that happened in Israel, and this is what Hamas did. They actually had children's backpacks and they placed them in different places and they had detonators and were setting them off. I also watched a horrifying, absolutely horrifying freaking video of Hamas going from house to house, ripping people out and shooting up the properties and the homes with whatever and whoever was in it, from children to elders to disabled. This is the reality of war, which is death. And folks, this is what is happening around the world right now as all eyes are on Israel. Everyone is preparing for it to break out in their own country. We've already seen riots and protests, and the protests are going to continue. There was just a huge protest in Denver, Colorado last night, which is my home state. I was absolutely disgusted. I do not think that people realize what they're standing up for. And right now, we need to be standing up for freedom. And we need to be standing up that these terrorist groups cannot come in and just do these types of things to people. And that is why the whole world is watching Israel. And that's why the whole world is moving warships and military to the Israeli region. We have a carrier group that is setting off the coast of Israel that are going to be there until the 29th. And so many people do not get it. They are trying to pick a side. There is no side to pick. There is right and there is wrong. And if you think it's okay to go in and murder people in their own homes, civilians, and go door to door and drag them out, you've got serious issues. On top of that, folks, on top, exactly, they don't know what they're standing up for. You're exactly right, Watchman, and it's very disheartening to see this. It's kind of like what happened when the Ukraine Russia situation started and people were raising Ukraine flags and they didn't even know what they're standing for. Folks, this is the battle of all battles, and if the Arab nations all get involved, we are going to have a full blown catastrophe. Please, folks, listen to me right now. This is a very short news brief. Please listen to me right now. I want to say this from the bottom of my heart. We have been on this channel. We have talked about many things. We have been prepping. We have become a great, strong community. You are going to be on your own with no 911, no first responders, no National Guard or military to protect you. You are going to have to take things in to your own hands and protect yourself. So start making sure that your perimeter is set and ready to go. That's one thing I can say that's huge. Make sure that your second is ready to roll and make sure that you have a local mag that you can depend on, folks. Excuse me? Freckles. We got a Freckles in the chat, folks. We got a Freckles in the chat. Take care of it, Dragonflies, please. We're going to have a lot of Freckles in the chat. My mods, please stay on top of that. Thank you. Just do what you got to do. You know what to do. I'm not going to set and say that one person or one party is better than the other or anything like that. What I will say, folks, is that this is headed to a complete catastrophe. We will be having a crime report, but the crime report is Jesus crimey. We're at like 1150% now in throughout the Midwest. On the West Coast, it was 900, then it moved to 1100. It is now 1300%. The crime rate has went up that much. Yes, you like that name drops. Thank you. I yeah, yeah. That's the mod code. That's the mod code. But don't tell me the code, folks. Mods just take care of it. You know what to do. I'm not going to bow down to be politically correct, because what I believe is that no matter how you look at this situation, no matter what side of the coin you're on, if there is one wrong move by any military from any country, it is going to be explosive, literally. I believe that we are on the verge of a nuclear catastrophe, and those nuclear catastrophes will hurt all of us. Well, thank you. I'm glad that y'all are here. I want to say to each and every one of you, whatever you do, don't give up and don't give in. We are walking, yeah, Hugo, we're walking on very thin ice. I feel like we're walking on eggshells. And I feel that when the time comes, folks, that each and every one of us, we're going to need to prepare to bunker in. And I mean, bunker in tight and have your perimeter set and be ready. Not only are we a news broadcasting channel, but we are a prepping channel. And being prior military, folks, I want to say God bless each and every one of you. God bless the USA. This will be a real shit show as the days escalate. I believe probably within the next week to 2 weeks, we are going to see even more major catastrophes happen. No one is backing down and no one is calling for peace. Everybody is calling for war because wars create money and wars create a way to hide money. And that's exactly what's happening. Dan, thank you for being here, brother. Thank you very much. If you all would do me a huge favor, hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. If you can't stand my ass, I really don't care. What I want to say is that I bring a non biased news broadcast to YouTube. I try to bring facts to this show. And that's what we're seeing is a large scale military movement. Being prior Navy, when I seen the free call alert come in on my cell phone, my heart sank because I know when they do that, that it means that we are on the edge of a catastrophe. If a nuclear situation happens, please remember it's not if you're in the blast, and I'm going to be honest with you, if you're in the blast, you will be vaporized. Okay, I'm just being honest. You're going to be vaporized, uh, and I love all of you. But if you are in the fallout zone, if you actually survive the blast, remember never to look at the light because it will temporarily blind you. Second of all, if you have the capability to get underground, be it if it's a basement or whatever. We will, and I will bring the nuclear special immediately to this channel. I did a whole series on the other channel before it got taken down, and I believe it's very, very important. But I want to give a couple nuclear tips tonight. One, I have a water special coming out. For 3 weeks here at our homestead, we turned off the water to see what it would really be like. And I'm going to tell you this, y'all, it sucks. And it's not an easy process. And 1 gallon is bullshit. 3 gallons is probably bullshit. It is going to be very hard to freaking survive without a water supply. And if there's a nuclear situation, our water will be contaminated. It will be. The thing is wind and rain will help the fallout go to lower and lower levels. So the first thing you want to do is be prepared for, they say 3 to 5 days. I would say from a personal standpoint, I would say 5 to 10 days. Do not go outside. Stay inside. Put up sheets. Put up anything you can to create a barrier. Metal is very good. Lead is very good. Anything, plywood, furniture, anything you can put up as a barrier between you and your safe room and the walls is very important. The other thing is if you have the capability to go underground, go underground. And most of all, the fallout will subside, but you still need to protect yourself. You can buy a Tyvek I believe they're Tyvek throwaway suits, like a painter suit. That helps, but still have a layer of clothing. Also, be very cautious and careful as you're taking off your gear, not to let that fallout drop on you if you're the person that has to go out for your family. Make sure that you're taking it off and putting that gear on and off in the correct manner. Have lots of commercial black trash bags in case there is a nuclear situation. You would be very wise to have a trash can at the front or the back door where you can strip butt ass naked, and a portable $5, $6 shower or a gallon of water that you can pass from zone to zone. Clean room, clean environment to dirty. Do not bring that shit inside. Do everything you can to keep it out. Make sure that you're shutting off vents. Make sure that you're shutting off fireplaces and be prepared. I hope that those few tips help you. I'm glad to see everyone here tonight. I want to say from our little piece of heaven here in the Ozarks to wherever you at, keep your head on a swivel. Just because things didn't pop off on October the 13th as they said they would. Like I think we all expected just major chaos around the world. But what they're doing is there was another professor that was just stabbed in her own home. There was a lady in France that had a situation that lost her life. They are looking for easy targets right now, and that little backpack situation that I just told you about is another situation. Be alert. If you see a backpack or somebody dropping a backpack, it may be your clue to get the hell out of there and also alert other people around you. We are Americans first and foremost. It doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or a Republican. It doesn't matter to me what religion you are. It doesn't matter to me if you're gay, straight, or bi. What matters to me is if you're a good person and if you're an American. If you're a good person and you're American, right? By birth or by coming here illegally, then we all need to stand together. We need to have each other's backs during this very trying time. And that is very important, folks, because there is going to be things popping off as these ugly groups lift their heads that don't even know what they're standing for or against. What we need to stand for is peace, love, light, and hope. We don't need to stand for war. There comes a time and a place, a chapter in every situation where sometimes we have no other choice. And that's the truth. But the thing is, folks, be alert. If there is a nuclear blast anywhere in this country, get to your safe zone as quick as possible. Make sure that your children have a plan, that you actually have a plan for your children, that they know that if you're not there, what they should do or what they shouldn't do. The old duck and cover, all that's going to do is get someone killed. And they say duck and cover to this day under a heavy desk or behind a door. Y'all, we have studied about nuclear. We have talked about nuclear. It is very, very important to get inside of a building that has concrete walls or cinder block walls. Wood walls in a blast zone will not take it. And we've talked about this. So I hope that each and every one of you has a plan and implement the plan. Don't just sit and think about it. Actually run scenarios and do it. Just like the scenario and the experiment that me and Dragonflies did. 3 weeks is rough. I can't imagine 3 months or 6 months. But you know what? When there's a will, there's a way. And each and every one of us can come through it. But we have to get the skills to do that because the gear will run out, the food will run out, and we hope and pray to God that the water won't run out. We can go 30 days, right, folks, without food. Up to 30 days people have survived. But anything is better, George, than being in wood. But the thing is if you can get underground, do it. Prepare one room in your home, George, that you have water in there, that you have a 5-gallon bucket to take a do or take a dump. Honestly, that you have trash bags to get rid of your waste because your waste is going to stink to high heaven within a 24-hour period. These are not comfortable subjects to talk about, but it is the reality that we're living in. And if a nuclear situation happens, it is better to try to get to that one safe room if you have the capability. Try not to, if you're at work, start looking for those buildings around you that are made of brick, concrete, that are heavy duty buildings or that have a basement. At one time, this country had a great plan to help people. We have no plan. You all know I went to City Hall. They have no plan. I talked to the emergency prepared head of emergency preparedness, and they have no freaking plan for nuclear. So that means it's up to each and every one of us to do that. I hope and I pray for each and every one of us on this channel, people that watch it today or watch it in the future. Educate yourself because the supplies will run out. And right now, if you're saying, I don't have the money, I just had a lady comment on one of my videos. She said, how could I become a member when I can't even get food? Y'all, we're Americans. You know what? There comes a time and a place that you have to put your pride to the side, march your happy ass to the Salvation Army or to a local church or a food pantry and get what you got to get. There is no more time for boo-hooing, saying that you stubbed your goddamn toe. It's time to stand up. It's time to put your boots on the ground and to do the legwork. If you think that everything is going to be peachy in this country, even if this doesn't escalate, you got another thing coming. We are not going back to the old United States. We're not going back to the old America, and we have to march forward. And we have to march forward in the right way. And I'll tell you what, supplies, food, first aid, ammo, all of those things are under attack. And if you don't see it, then you've had your head buried for many years. I hope and I pray for each and every person on this channel every single day because I do truly care. You know, we have had good times and we've had bad times, and I've yelled and screamed at y'all. But when it boils freaking down to it, I really care about each and every one of you that I've got to know on a personal note, that you've made stupid ass comments, that you've great comments. I care. And I want to say that the thing that we have to keep doing, folks, is you gotta put your god dang boots on the ground. You can't expect anyone to do the legwork for you. You can't expect anybody to do the work. You have to do it. And on that note, I want to say welcome to our house here at the OTWP, and that we're glad that you're here. I hope that you keep coming back. We are going to be bringing more and more news broadcasts, but I also have some skills coming out, and I want to talk about when we turned off the water for 3 weeks, what it was really like. And y'all, it might surprise you. I'm going to put that out this week. Yes, yes. Well, and I think stepping in it, what's happening, honestly, is that they are trying to grab all of the munitions from around the country. And if you reflect back to WW2, right, if you know a little bit of history, during WW2, little boys and little girls, elementary age kids, went out and collected newspapers. People were asked to bring forward their silver to restock the ammo. Are we at that situation yet? I don't know. With all the situations going on, there is so much happening. I want to say to each and every one of you, welcome to my house. Welcome to the OTWP Mag House, because this is all about community. And I will see you on a live stream tomorrow morning. I believe I'll have coffee with OTWP because I have another day off. Thank God. So I'm really happy that each one of you's here. I know this is a very serious situation. I know that many of you have friends, family, or loved ones in the military, just the same as I do. And it is a very nerve-wracking situation to think that we could lose them. But let's take it on out the OTWP way. Light this thing up. And remember, welcome to our house. Because when they step foot in the United States, this is our country. And we're going to stand. We're not going to capitulate. We're not going to take your bullshit. And no matter what, y'all might, people watching this from around the world might truly think that we're a bunch of puff marshmallows. We want peace. We want love and light. But when it really boils down to it, we will kick your fucking ass. And that's the truth of the matter. We're not going to take it. And we're going to stand. And protect yourselves at all costs. And protect your family. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart, y'all. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Let's take it on out. Welcome to my freaking house. Welcome to the USA.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. is God's plan. If you ain't from here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country. This is who I am. This is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. I'ma stand up for mine. You better believe it, cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving. Oh, I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. I'm giving you a chance, you see, boy. The devil in a glance, boy. The devil in a glance, shot to knock you out your pants, boy. Knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. I told you not to fuck with Lord mine. Have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house.
All right, folks. I want to say this. If y'all would bow your heads with me right now. Dear God, we come before you of children of God. We would ask that you put your arms around this country, around the world as we are on the brink of disaster. Dear God, we ask that you protect our military brothers and sisters that are putting their lives on the line. We ask that you protect our nieces, our nephews, everybody that's out there. And we ask that you protect our first responders that are still standing here in the United States, God. We ask that you take the financial burdens of the health issues off of my brothers and sisters in this chat right now. And we ask this all in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Can I get some amens in the chat, please? God bless y'all from here in the Ozarks to wherever you're at. Make every single day count. Don't give up and don't give in. I know that no matter what, we're all here in this time and in this place for a reason. God be with you all until I see you again. Head on a swivel. God bless. Hey, one last thing. Nina, hello. Nina, little scan man, shake your booty. And to all of you, big prepper hugs. God bless. This is OTWP signing out. It's October the 22nd at about 10 p.m. Till I see you again, my friends. I salute you. God bless you.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh. Don't be discouraged anymore. You'll find the thing you've been looking for. Pick up the pieces off the floor. Just trust it'll be alright. Your heart is lonely, but it's strong. You might be lost now, and it's not wrong. You'll discover the way, even if it feels long. Just trust it'll be alright. Oh, trust. If you are anything like me, then right about now you're asking yourself, what can I do to help out somehow? Well, that's a start, but watchers don't do, and doers don't watch. So let's get to it, let's get it done. You step it up a notch. We can do it, we can get it done. 'Cause we're doers, and doers don't watch. If I'm anything like you, and I expect as much, we're both more than ready to go from look to touch, and that's the start.